Hey y'all, so welcome back to my channel. You see that title and thumbnail, so come on in, have a seat, and let's get started. So I feel like this whole situation is a bit sad because Mahogany, she has been through a lot as far as her body in the past couple of years. And even when she went to get the sonogram, the doctor said the same thing, like, yo, you've been through a lot. And you could tell she was kind of trying to keep it professional and holding back. She even like did a big like because she wanted to probably shake her and say, girl, what the fuck is you doing? And this is not to shame anyone that chooses to have, children close together in age. I just feel like, especially when it comes to our community, the African American community, when it comes to childbirth and pregnancy, we're more likely to pass away. And I think, it being so close and her already experiencing issues with the last pregnancy, I think is a bit selfish to her other kids. Not to mention, all of those boys are still in diapers. So it just seems as if, there's a little like delay going on. A lot of people have been commenting on how I'm trying to say this to not, really sound like cruel, but the boys are not progressing how other boys their age, I guess you can say, should be progressing. Them not really speaking complete sentences, they're more so like in the repetitive stage. And I just feel like you barely take these boys out now and do activities with them, and you blame it on it being like just so much to handle. So it's like, why would you give yourself more to handle? Now if this is twins or triplets, what do you think is going to happen? This is a two-parent home, and I've seen single moms with 4 or 5 kids take them to the park, take them to the grocery store by herself. I've seen it. So the fact that a two-parent home, you can't take these boys anywhere, then not to mention you're unhealthy, Justin is unhealthy. Who's to say that y'all can even run after these boys and play with them like you really, need to and, should? I don't know if you noticed, but like on Justin and Mahogany's channel, their views range from like 1,000, 3,000, 4,000, whatever. Now that they're talking about pregnancy, it's 10,000, 15,000, 20K. And I feel like that was like a strategy on their behalf, as far as like, oh, let's, put the pregnancy out there on the Jacksons of Atlanta. So if people want any updates or any like different tea, they can just go over to Justin and Mahogany. Because as you know, like pregnancy videos on YouTube and, labor videos, all of that, it does well because there's so many moms, searching for content like that to relate, to educate themselves, and, whatever the case may be. So I think, they kind of know what they're doing. But like I said, I think it's just really, really selfish. And if you have the opportunity to watch my last video, then you'll see that they're already lying about things. And this is why they lack credibility. And then you can tell that Mahogany is kind of like following her husband and what, he feels. I feel like she's not really standing in her truth, because she said multiple times that she did not want to have any more children. And even in one of the sit down videos on Justin and Mahogany, she said, you know what, I thought I was done with the last pregnancy. And Justin sitting over there looking like somebody's 40-year-old uncle gonna say no. How you gonna tell her y'all weren't done when you're not the one carrying, you're not the one throwing up in the toilet, you're not the one pushing out any of these children, but you're gonna tell your wife that y'all weren't done? And she's just sitting there like, just agreeing with this madness. And this is why a part of me, has a little bit of empathy when it comes to Mahogany, because I feel like she's being, manipulated by this man who's like the ringleader and the puppet in the situation. And it's like, sir, like, this is not your body. I know by the time she hits 35, that woman is going to be tired. And the doctor was telling her, like, listen, you're stressing your heart out. You have a higher chance of diabetes, like the BMI thing, you're a little heavy, we suggest, we think that you should work out for a little bit, hold off on the fried foods, things like that. You think she's going to listen? Absolutely not. Because when she was so-called having this gallbladder issue, do you think she changed her diet? No, she was still having all that smothered gravy, fried this. And me personally, I feel like people wouldn't have such a big problem with, you know, what they got going on if we saw that they weren't like exploiting their kids and family for $1. Comment down below and let me know what you guys feel about this whole situation. And on your way out, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.